Howdy YouTube, and welcome to this episode of the Gunman. So today I'll be taking you guys through the paintwork on this little Mazda 3. Pretty straightforward job. As you can see, we're just painting the bonnet, the two guards. There's a brand new bumper. There's also a little nose cone which I'll be painting as well. So we're going to be getting stuck straight into it. All the prep work obviously had been done. Masking had been done. This video here is just a bit of a way to say hello and an update on what I'm doing. So I've actually moved to a new shop and I'm back using Standoblue again. So yeah, look, all I can say is it's great to be back. Standox is my favorite paint line, I guess, alongside Speed's High Tech, which I've never used, and Chromax Pro, because they're basically the same thing. But yeah, it's a very fast application. As you can see here, we put that base coat blender down, and some people might say, oh, you don't need to put the base coat blender down on the dark colors, but I've just found that it makes for a really nice, smooth, uniform, clean finish when you do it. So even on the dark colors, I do opt to put the base coat blender down, as you can see. And what you might have noticed that I did on this job is I was doing the blends first. So what I actually did is I turned the pressure down to 20 psi. I like to do that. Technically by the book, I think the paint reps always used to say, nah, everything has to be 2 bar. But what I ended up finding is that sometimes spraying at 2 bar, you can just get that color floating a little bit too far, and you can end up getting that color, too far down the panels, and you can end up getting it too close to the adjacent panel. It can actually start changing the color. But on the topic of colors, I find them to be much better. So I was spraying PPG and Virobase for a year, and wow, look, I've been there for 2 weeks now. So today was, as of making this video, the end of my 2nd week, and I've only done 1 color match on 1 car, and it was a 3-stage. So it needed a drop of black and a drop of yellow, and that's it. Every other single color has been mix and paint. I haven't even done a spray out card. So this color here, it turns out there wasn't actually a color chip for it. So I got the Spectro out, Spectroed it. The rating was so high that I'm like, man, there's blends all around. I'm not even going to waste my time. And another thing is we use the Standox Performance Pro Clear. That's what I've got in the gun here now. That is like top of the line Standox Clear. So it's been just amazing to be back in the booth using Standox again. It's night and day. Look, I was saying to someone, you don't even know the half of it. You know, some people have been noticing on Instagram, they say, man, your jobs are looking killer, like they're looking heaps better. And I'm like, man, you don't even know the half of it. Half the time when I was using PPG, like I'd go and take photos and I'm like, man, I'm not sharing that shit. It looked crap. There's orange peel all through it, you know, the colors are out. And even after spending an hour color matching it, you know, like I really struggled with that PPG. And look, I'm sorry to my mate, Uncle Ray from over there in Perth. He is a good friend of mine who I wish him the best, and he's like, man, go easy on the PPG, because he's a rep, he reps PPG, so, you know, like their sales do actually make a difference to the money they make. So, you know, I've got no ill will against them, and, you know, that's one of my best friends, being Ray. So, you know, hey, if you like PPG, all power to you, but I did really struggle with it. And coming back to Standox, it just amplified and it just confirmed everything that I was thinking when I was using the PPG. I don't know, like in a way, I don't even need to say anything. Like, all you need to do is watch what I'm doing. How long did it take me to put that color down? I've already told you I didn't have to do any color matching. And then look at the finish. So the best way to do it, to get a good comparison, would be go back and watch some of my Gunman Raw videos. There was a fair bit of orange peel in most of those videos, like and especially if you mix it up the way that the PPG reps here in Melbourne would try to tell you to mix it up. They would say to mix up the clear 3:1 to 0.8, which is just way gluggy. and it's just really thick, and you couldn't get it to lay out nice, and it didn't flow, you know what I mean? So this clear here, this Performance Pro Clear, if you go too heavy with it, you're gonna get runs. Like, that's the ultimate flow when it's running, right? But it would take a lot. I think I only had like 1 or 2 runs the entire time I was using PPG. And to be fair, I don't usually get that many runs, but yeah, I definitely would get more than like 2 in a year, you know what I mean? It's just something that happens. But yeah, so yeah, I will be doing a workshop tour soon enough. So it's a bit of a smaller shop, it's a bit of an older shop, you know, but look, it's perfect for me. I've been talking to one of my mates, and I've just basically said, look, it doesn't matter where you go, you are never going to find the perfect shop. It doesn't exist, you know what I mean? So you've got to break it down, like, what do you prioritize? And the 2 things that I prioritize now is good materials and good people. So I don't mind if the shop's a little bit older, I don't mind if the booths are a little bit older, I don't mind if it's not the cleanest shop, I don't mind, you know, if the equipment's a little bit old, as long as it's sort of serviceable, you know what I mean? As long as the people are cool, and I find that's generally more achievable in the smaller shops. You know, the more people you get, the more egos you've generally got, and the more, you know, drama, and I hate that. That is like my biggest hate at a workshop, man. I just go into work to do my job. I'm a happy-go-lucky type person. I'll give anyone help anytime. But for whatever reason, I do seem to attract some negativity amongst other people in the trade. I don't know if they just get jealous or whatever it is, but hey, mate, when you can do jobs like that, no wonder they'd be jealous. That's something to be jealous. Have a look at that, mate. You know, there's nothing in it, mate. Even the other painter came in and he's like, dude, that is insane. Like, he's like, mate, we wouldn't even polish that here. It's not even worth it. And I think he's kind of right. Like, I might do 1 or 2, but it speaks for itself, doesn't it? I don't know. Do I really need to sit here talking anymore? Or can you just have a look at that and see why I'm happy being back on Standoblue? Yeah. ANI Black 1.2. I'll be doing a review at some point. But you may have to wait for a little bit. I might have a few surprises, a few tricks up my sleeve with the ANI Black. 1.2 clear is the setup I use there. But that's about it, guys. Just a bit of a catch up. That's like, I should be editing some more videos on that WRX, but I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at, where I've been working, and just how happy I am to be using Standoblue again. You should have seen the first job I did. It was a massive job, like a Lexus. I did a full rear ender on this awesome little 2-door Lexus, and like a massive job, right? So brand new quarter panels, brand new boot floor. It was actually even like a brand new parcel shelf, like a really, really big job. And it just came up killer, like a sheet of glass, man. Like, really, just absolutely nailed it. So yeah, to be sort of off the Standoblue for, you know, a year and a half or so, and just be able to walk straight back into a shop and just absolutely nail it. Yeah, fair to say that the new bosses are really wrapped with me. I've impressed the painters and the panel beaters. They're really happy with my work as well. And look, I'm just so happy to be back on the Standox, guys. That's all. And like, that's what this video is. It's just me wanting to share with you guys how good it is to be back on what I class as the best paint system in the world. Anyway, guys, if you'd like to support the show, be sure to go and check out the link in the description. You'll be able to find loads of Gunman merchandise, including those awesome spray suits. Until next time, get out there and paint some shit. Gunman out.